over my hair. In my teens or late teens, I was someone who was really into doing resolutions because I would chase after my dreams at that time. It didn't feel that scary. I don't think reality really set in. Would I accomplish them? Not really. There was hope for a new year. Like, okay, this year I'm gonna be this, and this year I'm gonna be that. Somewhere along the line, making resolutions turned out to be more scary. The thought of disappointing myself again for not accomplishing or being where I want to be just got way too fucking real. And we can all say collectively, 2025 was a really shitty year. Like, it was absolutely horrible. I thought it was bad for me, but the more I go on social media and the more, like, I talk to my friends and, like, all of that, it was really rough. It was horrible. I feel like it was one of the worst years I had, like, after COVID. I think the aftershocks, if you can say, of COVID was worse. Like, we were just stuck for like a year, over a year, and then we were just like released and expect to live life normally. I think COVID was something that made me more of an introvert than I ever was before. I feel like I was always an introvert. That's a lie. I was an extrovert up until I got to high school. I feel like I was someone who would, like, just go to people, start conversations, and I would walk away with a new friend. That doesn't happen to me anymore. So yeah, resolutions became way more scarier. I feel like I'm going back in a pattern of living in fear again. Consistently, when things keep going shittier and shittier and shittier, for me at least, I get terrified of life. Like, I can't do this shit anymore. That's dark. I don't mean it like that way. Having an even terrible year, putting me into that mindset of like, okay, let's just have no expectations for this year. 2026 is a year of no expectations. You'll take life the way it comes. If it's shitty, well, you are already prepared for it. There going to be anything that will disappoint you. No, because you expect the worst. But that is just such a sad way of living. And I don't want to live like that. When the ball dropped yesterday, it didn't feel like New Year's because I feel like a part of myself was not allowing myself to accept the fact that this year is over and a new one is starting and we have to go through all of this again. So let's just stretch this 1 year even more if that's not fucking possible. Bad things will happen all the time and anytime. I can't stop it. I can't stop my luck from being good or bad. I can't stop people from leaving or new people for coming into my life. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but there is so much that you can control. And this is not something that we can. So why not just be a little bit more hopeful? Seeing life past all the fear may lead to a calmer mental. And I feel like that is something that I'm trying to chase because it's fucking loud in here. Anyways, a little break because I want to show you what dinner I got. And I'm so happy because it was 50% off. And I got sushi. Grocery store sushi is my favorite kind of sushi. But before that, of course, what time is it? Don't worry about it. We got Monster Energy drink. This one is the Ultra Rosa. Apparently, when I made a TikTok with like just drinking this Monster, apparently in America you can't find this one anywhere, but in Canada there are still places where you can find the Ultra Rosa, which is pretty cool. I got some sushi. She's gonna feast tonight. Also, like, don't judge that I'm having sushi with Monster. while you get to know me, my food decisions are not the most appetizing to most people, but don't yuck my yum, so whatever. So by the way, I did celebrate New Year's. Like, I went to like a rave with my friend Leia and Ren, and it was really fun. It was my first ever like rave that was like a New Year's countdown. Like, I haven't never done that before, so that was really fun. Met some really nice people. Everyone at raves are just normally so nice. Like, one of the best people you will meet. Everyone is so welcoming. They're so nice. I woke up pretty late. I actually like did not want to get out of bed today, mainly because I just, again, I couldn't accept the fact that 2025 was over, and I was contemplating on like, how do I start my day, because it's like the first action of like today, and I start overthinking because a part of me is also a little superstitious. I want to do like a couple things right, because in my mind I'm like, okay, if I do these things, then like my year will go well, like whatever. I feel like I was just like kind of preparing myself, like, okay, this might also be a shitty year. Like, I don't know, maybe I did something at the beginning of last year that made last year so much shittier. I don't know. I just did not want to feel this way anymore. And I don't think feeling like this way is a choice. Like, absolutely not. Like, there are some things, especially when it comes to depression, you just can't fucking control or understand of why it's happening. Especially like if nothing catastrophic happened, why am I sad? But whatever, regardless. I started making videos on Instagram. It's just me having fun. It's nothing serious, but if you want to follow, this and these are my pages, so go follow if you want to. And I could not get the motivation to post because it was just not humming at all. Like, it was not happening, and I was getting more and more upset about it. I love to be authentic and to be real with people, but I also don't want people to like come to my page and just see like this sad girl just talking about how awful everything is and all of that. Like, yeah, we can talk about that sometimes, but not all the time. And I was just like, if people come to my page, I want them to have like a good time, or just be like, what the fuck is this, and just move past it, but not just like everyone's just depressed together. Like, we can be, but like not all the time. Like, and I didn't want to bring that energy, and I feel like that's the whole energy that I had this entire day. Self-critical thoughts were arising, blah blah blah, because I feel like most of the anxiety that is coming to me right now is not of what's happening right now, because right now I feel fine. I'm safe, I'm home, I'm healthy, thank God for all of that. But right now I'm fine. But I feel like most of the anxiety, it's coming from what happened in the past and what might happen in the future. But if you really think about it, those two don't really exist right now. They really don't. Like, you can't go to the past, can't go to the future and come back. These two things don't exist. And that kind of calms me down a lot, because if something doesn't exist, why dwell on it and worry about it? That's what I think is going to be my resolution for 2026. There's this whole trend of like, the year begins and everyone's just like, I'm gonna change myself about this and about that, and I'm like, yeah, like some of those things can be amazing. You should prioritize your health, and yes, you can go to the gym and like hit your goals and plan your life and plan for like a 401k or whatever. Do that. Like, if you want to do it, do it. Don't think that you have to constantly change yourself and not ever be happy with who you are right now, because with your flaws, you have wonderful qualities that make you you. And this constant thing of like, I have to change this and I have to change that and I have to, it's just so much pressure you put on yourself, which I don't think is fair to you. And I did that. I also did that, and those like resolutions, to me at least, like they never last, because all of a sudden you just wake up and you're doing like everything and anything to change as fast as you can because you do not want to be this, whereas there is beauty in what you are right now. So we kind of forget to appreciate that while we're trying to change to be better people. I hope this year is good to you, kind to you, and gives you what you deserve. And I'm gonna go have my sushi now. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hearing me yap. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me on my social medias right here. If you like these type of chit-chatty-ish content, subscribe. Been a while, but yes. Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.